Welcome back to the final episode of Law School After Dark, where we're studying cases after work and hoping we remembered to eat. Today we're going to talk about what's in my law school backpack. I watched so many of these videos trying to make sure that I had the right supplies and the good supplies, the ones that everybody had. Some of those I use, some of them I don't. So I just wanted to show you what's in my law school backpack so that if you are trying to figure out what you need for law school, I can show you what I use as a part-time student. Radley has decided he wanted to be in this vlog. So a couple of things to keep in mind. My backpack that I use is also my work backpack. So some of the things that I pull out are not necessarily things that you are going to want to bring or want to have, but because this is the bag that I just carry with me Monday through Friday, it has things that I might need for work, but it also has things that I need for school. I'll start with showing you the bag itself. It's imp sign. I got it on Amazon. I love it. It has like this quilted look, but it's kind of like water resistant. One of the things that I really like is that it has a very wide pocket so that textbooks can fit in here. Law school textbooks are huge. I don't have one behind me. Law school textbooks are huge. So you need, if you are someone who is going to be carrying your textbooks every day, you need a big bag. But this one has a little pocket, like kind of like a pencil pouch, a mini pocket here, and then inside it has a laptop sleeve. I don't know if you can see this, a tablet sleeve, and it has an inside pocket, and then it has two outside pockets. So that is my bag itself. The other thing that is kind of on the outside of my bag or that I carry separately is I have my Owala water bottle. This is the 40-ounce free sip. So it is the straw or sip one, and it has the lock. I have had this for 2 years. I bring it to class every single day. I've never forgotten this water bottle. Sometimes I fill it up multiple times. I did just order the new 40-ounce Sway water bottle that has that fits in a cup holder, because this one obviously does not, and that one also has a better handle. I do just carry it like this, which works for me, but I did go ahead and order the upgraded one. I love my Owala. I'm not going to take everything out. Some things I'm just going to show you. So this pocket is kind of where I keep my work keys and work badge and stuff like that. So that little pocket is really just for work. This pocket is where I keep all of my pens. So there are pens in here, pencils. I do always have some kind of mint. I always have tissues. I actually have two kinds of mints right now. I have an eyeglass cleaner or screen cleaner, a little hand sanitizer pen. There's a random highlighter in here, but I will show you more highlighters, don't worry. And then I have a Sharpie because surprisingly, you will just never know when you need a Sharpie. The other question that I always had is what pens are people using? And I'm going to be honest with you. I was a G2 girly. I was a Pilot G2 girly. I do still love these pens. You will see that when I get to the pens. But I also really love these. They're Papermate. I think they're just Papermate Inkjoy maybe. It is just a basic pen. This pen is so smooth and so cheap. I love it. In this little pocket, I have gum. I have some ponytail holders. I have Tylenol, and in here I keep my earplugs. These are what I use for every exam. We do type most of our exams, and listening to a bunch of people typing really drives me absolutely bonkers. And if we're using a Scantron, hearing a pencil scratch also drives me bonkers. So I use those earplugs. So let's get into the big pocket. I'm going to do the little pocket inside the big pocket though. I do have a nail kit because again, this is for work and you just never know when you break a nail. I also have some masks because I do work in a hospital, so you just always need masks. I have some mini toothbrush flosser things because, again, you just never know. I do have a comb as well, and then I have a little kind of first aid kit. So in here I have some migraine medication, I have a thermometer, band-aids, alcohol pads, all kinds of little just first aid goodies. The other thing is I do have a MacBook. I have a MacBook Air. It is the newest version, and then I have a plastic case on it. So these stickers that I have are not actually stuck on my MacBook. They're just kind of static clung to it between the case. So I can change them out or just take them if I need to be in a more professional environment. I take all of my notes on my laptop. And then I have this little pack right here. So it has all of the charging cables that I need for my laptop, for my phone. It has like extras. I have a couple flash drives in here. I have an external like charger. Just all the little things because, again, I do use this for work as well. So you never know when you're going to need to charge something. I also have just a pouch. Typically this pouch is my snack pouch, but I've kind of just thrown everything in here because was easier right now. So I do always have some kind of snack because law school is hard and snacks help. This little pack right here, this just has some like little flags. If you are going to flag something in your textbook, it has bigger flags as well. Oh, I did not show you the correct side. I have some note cards in here, just regular Post-its. And then I also have different colored transparent Post-its. And I have more back here. So I have them in a bunch of colors. These are just the ones that I carry in my bag. Because again, sometimes you want to be able to take notes, but don't necessarily want to write on the book itself or the document or something like that. So then in here, I also have some dry erase supplies because our library has dry erase boards, and just honestly, sometimes the erasers don't work or sometimes the markers don't work. So I always have some here, and then surprisingly, sometimes the instructors have to borrow these as well. So that's fun. I also have a mini stapler because, again, you never know when the library is going to be out of staples or you just can't find a stapler. So I just have one in my bag. The last thing in my bag is my pencil pouch. So this is where I'm going to talk about kind of what actually works for me and what I've actually used versus what people said that I would use. I got these Stabilo highlighters. I used these my first year. These worked really well. I understand why people like these. I just think that they dried out very quickly. So for someone who is highlighting all the time cases, these are going to dry out so quick. I'm currently using is a combination. So I'm going to just pull out a couple of them. So I use these Pilot Friction highlighters. I have these in a bunch of different colors. So I use these. These are kind of more of like a normal highlighter. They work. I don't think that they bleed too much in case books. There was one case book that I had that they did bleed through, but that was it was my constitutional law case book, and it was just, that paper was extra thin. I think even these would have bled through if I was using these at that time. So that was just these. So I did also pick up some gel highlighters. So these are kind of like crayons that you color with. I like these for really thin textbooks. It just works for me. Other pen that I really like right now, these are just from Walmart. These are Pen and Gear. They are 0.7, so they come in super cute colors. And they are kind of like a gel-ish pen, kind of like the G2 Pilot. I feel like the ink is very similar to that, but they just come in really cute colors. These work great. I love these as well. And then my pencil of choice, and this has been my pencil of choice for years, since I was in high school. It's the Papermate Clear Point. I love it. I don't know why these pencils have such a hold on me, but these are my go-to pencils. I love them. Will never give them up. And that is everything that's in my pencil pouch. The last thing that I kind of wanted to mention is a bonus item, and that is a book stand. So I have just one of these really cheap book stands. I got it from Amazon. It came in a pack of 2. I lost the other one. I have no idea where it is. I couldn't tell you. If you are going to be somebody who is a textbook person, that you're going to be reading your textbooks and not really getting ebooks or anything like that, I highly recommend getting some kind of book stand. It is going to save your neck. That's everything that I carry in my law school backpack and that I use for law school. Again, everybody's going to be different, so you just have to kind of find what works for you. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of new things. If you know that you are going to take notes on your computer, get a couple of pens, a couple of highlighters. That's really all you're going to need. You don't need fancy things. You don't need to buy a special notebook or special documents or anything like that. Just use what works for you. And that's all. Law school for me starts in just 2 weeks from when this is going to post. And I hope that this helped some of you. If it did, please let me know. Like this video, comment, whatever. Reach out if you have any questions. But good luck, and you're going to do great.